Yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now, today we have celebrity endorsements, and we have a behind-the-scenes look for how 6ix9ine was pulling off those house arrest videos that you couldn't pull off yourself, even if you tried. All right? Now, first things first. Kanye West has recently announced that he will be running for President of the United States of America. In fact, he had posted the following post on July 4th, 2020. He said, quote, "We must now realize the promise of America by trusting God, unifying our vision, and building our future. I am running for President of the United States, hashtag 2020 vision," close quote. Now, I'm pretty sure that the moniker that he's going to be going by, you remember how, Donald Trump's moniker was Make America Great Again. Obama's moniker was Change. And Kanye West's moniker appears to be 2020 vision. All right, I get it. 2020 vision, you see clearly. That's all, well and good. All right. Now, here's the thing. Anybody that's going to be running for president against the current president that we see here today is probably looking like a very good candidate in my book. All right? Anybody is looking like a great candidate in my book. COVID-19 is looking like a great candidate for president of the United States in my book at this particular point. If you catch, the direction that I'm coming from. But what I had to do is, because I was kind of like I wasn't getting hyped like, yo, man, Kanye's going to change the game. I was like, yo, man, anybody but what we kind of currently working with. You follow what I'm saying? So I said, now, wait a minute. Let me pump the brakes for a second. Okay. Kanye West mentioned that he wanted to run for president before. This isn't the first time that we've heard this. All right. But the thing that kind of I had to think about for a second was, now, I know that we got Democrats, right? And I know that we got Republicans, okay? Now, I know that the Democrats generally aim to pull the black voters, minority voters, and they're trying to always come from that direction, right? And the Republicans generally are leaning towards, conservative voters and things of that nature, okay? And I know you're dying to know which side I would stand on if I had to choose. All right, now, I generally tend to choose the same side. Well, I ain't gonna even go into that. Here's what I'm saying to you, okay? My concern is that usually the ones that get the most votes, if you have a Democrat, a Republican, and an independent, the Democrats and the Republicans have so much money being fueled behind them that the Republicans fall so far behind. A strategy that Donald Trump attempted to use, actually, yeah, he attempted to use it, was he said if he didn't get the nomination from the Republican side, right, he was going to run as an independent, knowing that by running as an independent, he was going to pull so many votes from the Republicans. The Republicans knew that they didn't stand a chance. So therefore, they had to align themselves with him. Essentially, what I'm saying is this. If Kanye West decides he wants to run for president, right, he can't run as a Democrat, yeah? So since he can't run as a Democrat, he would have to run, if I understand politics and this kind of thing correctly, because, yo, that's my word, I'm a novice in this. I don't really know it fully like that. Okay? I know a little bit of something, but a brother ain't that smart. Now, if he decides to run for president, he would be running as an independent. And if he's running as an independent, right, he will then be pulling votes from both Donald Trump and Joe Biden, because a lot of people don't want to vote for Donald Trump, right? But a lot of them may not necessarily even be Democrats, and a lot of them don't want to vote for Biden. So they're like, yo, man, I honestly don't like both the Joe Biden, or I don't like both of my choices when it comes down to Republican and Democrat. I might just vote for Kanye West. But what that could essentially do is pull so many votes that would have naturally went to, let's say, for example, right? And I'm not telling you who to vote for or nothing like that, because, man, let's just say, for example, right? Let's say Joe Biden was going to win this election, Okay, let's say, it would have been like, 52 to 48 type thing, right? If I understand the number game correctly, all right? If it was going to be 52 to 48, but now, and let's say Joe Biden was going to win that. Oh yeah, that's right, because it's a certain number of electoral votes. So just to keep it simple, right? I'm going to do it like this. Let's say it's 52 to 48, although we really know it's about the electoral votes and how many electoral votes are had in a particular state. But if, let's say the numbers was 52 to 48 and Biden was going to win, let's say, right? But let's say a bunch of the people are like, nah, man, I ain't going to go for Biden. I'm going to go for Kanye West, dropping his 52 down to, let's say, 46 or 47. Then technically, Ye wouldn't win and Biden wouldn't win, leaving us again with Donald Trump, if Biden stood a chance of winning. Now, we all remember how the last election played out. Everybody was like, yo, man, Hillary Clinton is going to get, she had Jay-Z and Beyonce putting on a performance and all this other stuff. Don't get me started with that, right? And it looked, for all intents and purposes, like, yo, this should be a no-brainer. She's gonna destroy this. And Donald Trump slayed her all over the map. You like, yo, man, I thought this was about rap. Yo, I thought this was about rap. I didn't know that this turned into a politics station. Yo, man, we trying to school you, homie. You about to have a leader elected for your country. And this person is going to be calling the shots for how your country is going to operate. All right? Now, everybody knew that, well, a lot of people suspected that with Donald Trump winning the presidency, everything was going to go left. And for a long time, it seemed like, yo, man, everything seems pretty, like, it's a little crazy. We started seeing a little more active racism and stuff like that. But, it's like, well, it's a little bit more than normal. I'm attributing it to the leader. Until these last couple of months of 2020, that's when all the ish hit the fan. And everybody was like, oh, shoot, you know what? I mean, it's really going downhill from here. Now, here's the thing, okay? I'm like, yo, man, I'm going to go back and I'm going to take a look at everything that Ye said, right? Because if he still supports Donald Trump, then he knows that by running as an independent, he could largely affect how the whole thing is going to play out, giving Donald Trump the win. Because honestly, I know a lot of people that would vote for Ye over Biden and Trump, because they don't believe in the politics as usual from Republicans and Democrats. And they definitely don't want Trump. So they would, by default, go for Kanye West, giving Trump the win because Biden wouldn't get enough of the wins. It's all strategic at this point. If you're like, yo, man, this dude is a little too hype, you know where to go. You know what I'm saying? Now check this out. Kanye West was like this. I had to go back, right? USA Today. Okay? In the month of March, this article released. And I was like, yo, man, is Kanye West still supporting Donald Trump? Because my understanding was he was rocking the MAGA hat. He was rocking the MAGA hat, but this is what I've been told, right? And I need to cross-reference this now. I was told that he was rocking the MAGA hat because it was a master scheme that Kanye West had to get a female prisoner that was accused of murder out of jail by getting her a presidential pardon. So he wanted to rub shoulders with Donald Trump, rub his back, act like he was cool with Donald Trump. All the while he was planning on I forgot the young lady's name, man. And, I'm going to have to look it up and then I'm going to hit you back because we're doing this off the dome, right? But the grand scheme was he's going to get this lady off the hook. He's gonna buddy up with Trump, so close, because that's all Trump wants, is somebody to rub his back, right? And then once you do all that, he gets the presidential pardon for the young lady that he was trying to get off the hook, which he did. And then he was like, yo, man, F you, I done got what I needed. Yo, we out. Deuces, right? So I'm trying to figure out, does this dude really back? Is he really rocking that MAGA hat? Because even when you throw on a hat, sometimes you throw on a hat like you throw on a hat with style, swag, and finesse. Even when he threw on a MAGA hat, the joint just looked like it was just thrown on as a costume. Like, like when you go to work and you gotta wear a costume, but you hate that job. You just throw that joint on and just go to work. F this job. Put the stupid hat on my head. Just, matter of fact, yo, go to your nearest like Wendy's or McDonald's or something like that. Go to one of my jobs where I work. And you're gonna see folks just put stuff on together. Just throw anything on. I don't care. Yo, these people be talking crazy to me anyway. I was talking to my boy the other day. He was like, he work at Target. I said, yo, man, what's going down? He's like, yo, man, there's too much drama over here. Man, he's like, man, you know, he don't care how he. So when he threw on a MAGA hat, I'm looking at the way he even threw it on. He didn't even throw it on with style. He just threw it on like, yo, Kim, I'll be right back, man. Let me just go rub this dude's back a little bit. You know we trying to get Shorty off the hook, try to get her that presidential pardon. Throw on a hat, boom. Hey, I'm down. Make America great again. Yada yada yada. Yeah, get my sister off the hook though. Now, I know you're like, yo, man, get to it. Yo, Kanye said this. This is what he said. He said, I'm a black guy. Quote, I'm a black guy with a red MAGA hat. Can you imagine? It reminded me of how I felt as a black guy before I was famous. When I would walk in a restaurant and people would look at you like you were gonna steal something. This is your place, yay. Don't talk about apparel. This is your place. Rap, I'm assuming, right? Yay, you're black. So you're a Democrat. Close quote, right? He essentially said that fame doesn't protect him from assumptions. Ye said, quote, everything is about putting people in their place. Classism, protectionism, not just racism. Classism is like living on a bookshelf. The more money you have, the higher you go, and you get to the top and look over, and what do you see? Fear. Interesting stuff. All right. So this is what he said. This is like back in March. All right. It sounded like he was still kind of sort of rocking the MAGA hat, so I'm not really sure how he feels about it. Now, you could say, yo, well, he's running against Trump, right? But if he runs as an independent, wouldn't that make Trump potentially win? Yo, I'm not really sure what I'm talking about, but I think I know what I'm talking about. Now, Kim Kardashian, Kanye West's wife, jumped onto the Twitter after Kanye said that, you know, he's going to be running for president, etc., etc. You have Kim Kardashian that puts up the American flag. We're all assuming that she fully supports her husband. Yeah, we can get with that. Okay. Now, at first, for a second, I was going to be on some old like, yo, man, but, you know, the first lady, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I think she might have exposed herself a bit much early on. But, yo, everybody got a pass, and that really won't disqualify her, considering what we working with currently, right? But even something weightier than that is the fact that my understanding is that she studies law. So we all know that a lot of the great presidents, like Barack Obama, always credits his lady for having a heavy hand on his presidency, because women tend to be smarter than men. Sorry, fellas. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking for skins. I'm just telling y'all, you know, what it is. All right? Like, you know, academically, I guess. Right? Now, 2 Chainz already stated his support for Kanye West, essentially letting everybody know that he's a bit disappointed at the fact that he cast his vote early, saying, dang, man, I hated the fact that I voted early. Real talk. So, my bad. Can I vote again? I think he's essentially saying that if he could vote again, right, he's going to switch up his decision for Ye. Now, we already know that Kanye West has the full support of Elon Musk, who came behind his tweet saying that he fully supports Ye, and Mark Cuban also stated that he wanted to support Ye. In fact, Mark Cuban stated that if there was a ranked choice voting available and Kanye West was on the ballot with Joe Biden and Donald Trump, I would have Kanye West ahead of Donald Trump. Now, if you don't know, ranked choice voting allows voters to list their preferences, and it eliminates candidates from the subsequent ballots until one wins a majority of the support. So it would essentially eliminate, let's say, Donald Trump from the votes if it was based upon majority. All right, so Kanye has the support of a couple of different celebrities, and I'm sure a bunch more are going to start coming out the woodworks talking about they support Ye. But I'm still concerned about the whole independent thing. Now, Tekashi 6IX9INE. Yes, your boy was on house arrest. But that did not stop Tekashi 6IX9INE from figuring out how to still drop his bombs, right? on the industry and everybody else. Now, we're not thrilled with it, but I mean, he did what he did, and he did it from the comfort of his own living room. You know what you've done in your living room? Nothing that we would go ballistic over, trust me. All right? Now, and yours truly, of course. Now, here's the thing. Homemade visuals, check. He got support from leading ladies in the industry, check. And of course, you got the women in there. I already said the visuals. He's got all that stuff in his last couple of vids. Now, Tekashi 6IX9INE is showing us, because he's celebrating him coming off a house arrest, he's letting us know how he was able to pull it off, okay? He says here on Instagram, so house arrest is coming to an end. And I want to say thank you to all my fans. I created and broke a whole bunch of records for my living room. Yaya was the last of the house arrest saga. I love you all to my fans. Bunch of rainbow color hearts and all this other good stuff with the black heart at the end, of course. You guys are the best. I made the best of what I had for my living room, and we still went number one. We still went platinum. Coming home from jail. I love you. And then he gave us a video, a behind the scenes look and how he was able to pull off his magic. Take a look. Now here's the question. What can you do in your living room that can get you some crazy hits? And I know a lot of the fellas out there is like, cheat on my lady. I'm talking about like positive hits or something like that. Yo, let us know what you think. Does Kanye stand a chance? Is it a good idea for him to run independently? Or do you think he can win? All right, let us know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news.